ultimate cosmic power. I'm going to make a video on effort and edge together. The big old boosts to the system. But why together? Well, firstly because they impact each other pretty closely, and second because for some reason I've had a lot of players actually confuse the two and what they mean. One of the big time boosts in Cypher that gives players some real customized control over their roles is applying effort to a task. And one of the ways to make sure you don't cripple yourself when applying effort or using abilities is reducing this cost or making it easier with your edge. Let's take a look at what this means, starting with edge. You can reduce the cost to your stat pool equal to your edge in that pool. Basically, your edge is how much cheaper in the cost your actions become. However, edge can only be applied once per action, even if there are multiple costs. For example, say our character uses this Psychic Brain Blast attack. It is a character ability that costs 1 intellect to activate. Then, if she wants to apply a level of effort to ease the roll and apply a level of effort to increase the damage for 2 total levels of effort, that ends up being 6 intellect points to just use that ability between those 3 things. Her edge of 2 does not apply to each cost. Instead, it is used once on the total cost of that action. So it reduces the total of 6 intellect down to a 4. So wait, what's the effort then? Effort is both something you can do and a stat on your character sheet. The stat on your character sheet is the limit on how many times you can apply effort on any given task. In Foundry, you can find the effort stat right here. Yeah, right there. There you go. Right there. When you do an action, you can choose to apply effort in one of 3 ways. You can apply effort to ease the roll by the number of steps equal to the number of levels of effort that you apply. So if you apply 1 level of effort, you ease the roll by 1. Apply 2 levels of effort, you ease the roll by 2. You can apply effort to increase the damage of an attack, usually by +3 per level of effort applied. So apply 1 level of effort, you increase the damage by 3. Apply 2 levels of effort, you increase the damage by 6. You can apply effort for certain benefits as detailed in the description of an ability or artifact, usually for things like longer durations or affecting more targets. If your effort score is higher than 1, you can mix and match which areas you apply these levels of effort to. But maybe you want to do some more damage, so you decide to apply 1 level of effort in easing and 1 level of effort for damage. Still 2 levels of effort, you've just split them up. You still can't exceed your maximum, so if you have an effort score of 2, that's the total number of levels of effort you can apply. But be careful. Applying effort has a cost. You're straining yourself to do this. The first level of effort you apply to a roll costs you 3 points from the same pool that roll is based on. So if it's a might check, it'll cost you 3 points of might. Every level of effort applied after the first level costs 2 points from the pool. So 1 total level of effort costs 3, but 2 total levels of effort cost only 5, not 6. In the example from the Psychic Brain Blast attack, it costs 6 points because there was 1 point from the ability, 3 points from the first level of effort, which was to ease the task, and 2 points from the second level of effort, which was used to apply for damage. 1 point from the ability, 5 points from the total effort for a total of 6, which is then reduced by the edge of 2 to bring it to a cost of 4. Ooh, math. But don't worry, on your character sheet it's a lot easier to see. Now, how do we do this in Foundry and make it even easier? Well, that's pretty easy, since Foundry does a lot of this work for us. You have your 3 areas for applying effort. Let's bring this up. So, say we do this Psychic Brain Blast attack, and we bring up the box. Let's move the character sheet to the side. You have your 3 areas for applying effort. Your effort to ease the task, effort for other uses, and effort for extra damage. You choose how many levels of effort you apply in each area, although they all work towards the maximum effort that you can apply. And if your ability costs anything, you also want to make sure it's down in the pool point cost here. Now, In this case, the
Psychic Brain Blast Attack
already has it programmed in for us in the settings of the attack, so that's not a big deal. Make sure the pool is set, so the Foundry knows where the points are going to be coming out of if you are making it actually be deducted. In this case, the
Psychic Brain Blast Attack
has it set to intellect by default. Some weapons, like say a knife, might have it set to any pool because it could be speed, it could be might, in which case you would want to select the stat that you're using. Then when you click roll, Foundry already knows what your edge is and automatically deducts it from the costs. Basically, once again, Foundry does all the math stuff for you. You just had to tell it which options you wanted to choose. We'll use this
Psychic Brain Blast Attack
as an example. Although it's an ability, I went ahead and made an attack for it in the attack area. It'll be in the abilities area usually as well. We will put 1 level into the point cost, we'll put 1 level into easing it by 1, and 1 level into the extra damage by 1. We will click roll, and you'll see that this 4 is about to go to a 0, did all the math, and we're good to go. Voila! Now you know how to apply effort to a task, give yourself a boost, and how Edge can make these things a little bit easier to do. Have a good one.
Psychic Brain Blast Attack